Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Den. I'm Sloan,
I'm Matt.
and The Den's just a podcast that we're going to try and do weekly.
Yeah, we're going to try to talk about video games, movies, technology, anime, comics, cartoons, really just whatever we're into at the time. Just want to share what's important to us. Just want a platform to talk about it, and yeah.
Yeah, just pretty much discuss our interest in lifestyles.
Yeah, so let's hear a little backgrounds on ourselves. Tell us, give us a background on Sloan.
On Sloan.
Bum, bum,
Oh,
bum.
goodness. I'm a mass comm major at Texas State currently. I'm a sophomore, and I'm obsessed with Star Wars, Pokemon, and Cowboy Bebop, honestly.
So good. So good.
Close fourth is definitely Ghibli movies, if you can't tell from my arm, which the audience can't see, but
No, you just got some work done on your tattoo. Yeah, tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about it.
I have one more session left, and it's just pretty much trying to incorporate as many Miyazaki movies as I can. But
No, it looks amazing.
yes.
Yeah, so I'm Matt. I'm a electrical engineering major at UT, that's University of Texas, and I like music, playing video games, and tinkering with stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, yeah. Well, what happened this week? What's new with Sloan?
I'm out a decent amount of money.
You
Thank
are. That's
you,
right.
Matt.
I just gave Sloan a store recommendation. So I was going to the mall with my girlfriend, and we were trying to find a gift for a friend. When all of a sudden I see a sign that says Pokemaniacs, and it's just all things Pokemon. It was absolutely crazy. So I took a picture. I sent it to Sloan, and he sends back wow, man. I wish I had the text message because I showed it to Jennifer and she was just cracking up.
It was pretty much, where is this store? Tell me now. This is not
No, you
an
were
effing
very
joke.
demanding. Yeah, it
I
was
need to know.
very threatening.
People will get hurt if you don't tell me. As a joke, of course. And finally, he didn't text back in time, so I just Googled it. And me and one of my friends at Texas State just had a
They
impromptu
went to
road
the
trip.
store right away.
Yes.
As soon as I messaged, he was like, "Oh, well, obviously I'm going to go there and buy everything." And then he did. And then he went there and bought everything.
Yeah, they closed at 9. We left at 7:45 and got there at 8:30. And just spent so much time.
What's that peeking out of your backpack right now, actually?
That is my starter Pokemon, of course, Torchic. And I'm carrying my Torchic around with me everywhere.
I don't know why you like that lame chicken so much.
It's better than a freaking mouse with a giant electric tail. Fucking Raichu? Really?
Everything that you said sounded awesome.
How about a ninja chicken with fire coming out of its fists?
No.
Have you seen Mega Blaziken?
Not a fan.
Amazing.
No.
Greatest thing in the world. Still, not as great as Slowpoke.
So you would rate Slowpoke higher?
Yes. Slowpoke is my absolute favorite
Yep.
Pokemon.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Definitely
That sounds
Slowpoke, Torchic, Zubat. That's right. I like cave herpes.
right. We're going to talk about this a little later. I wanted to bring it up, but don't those bats in Necrodancer look like Zubats?
Yes,
Like
they do.
look like they just took the sprite and just straight up put it, used that.
They just copied a Zubat into that game. Which, if y'all don't know, Necrodancer
Necrodancer is an indie game. I don't know. I should
It's
have put
addicting.
who made it. I know it has something to do with Cleo. I don't know. They're the people behind Don't Starve.
Oh, cool.
But I don't think they made it. I think they just helped out. I don't know the studio for this.
Yeah.
But it was super, super addicting. But I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. First, we want to see if Matt has anything that went on with him this week, because we talked about my week.
Yeah, my week was really stressful, just a bunch of tests and awful school stuff. So nothing exciting, just school.
Yeah, this is our one escape from school, so we're just gonna move on from school. School's a bad topic.
Yeah, but
speaking of schools, anime has tons of high schoolers in it. Let's go to anime.
Transition.
Dun dun dun.
We gotta stop using that sound for everything.
Yes. I made it once and I got addicted. I promise I will stop. Or edit it out, one of the two.
Dun dun dun. No.
Dun, dun. So, pretty much in anime this week, I ended up watching the season finale of Ruby, which, oddly enough, I know most will not consider anime because it's American.
Okay, so give us a little background on Ruby.
Ruby was a Rooster Teeth created... I'm just going to call it anime. I don't care about all you haters.
Fair enough.
It's a Rooster Teeth created anime following this girl who kicks tons of ass, gets accepted into a hunter academy at a really early age, and then lives a happy life forever and ever until the third season where everybody starts to die.
Yeah,
and
that's
get limbs cut off.
Spoiler alert.
Hey, I didn't say who was dying or getting limbs cut off. I'm just saying lots of people do.
Just most people.
Yeah. It's kind of like talking about Game of Thrones. If it's your favorite character, they're going to lose a limb or die. That's just how it is. They're definitely...
Yeah. No, that sounds right. that makes sense.
So don't fall in love with any character in Ruby.
Oh, no.
Or Game of Thrones. Just forewarning. Save you the heartbreak. Don't do it. But also, on that subject of crazy animes that just take some crazy 180 turn, Madoka Magica Girl. Oh my freaking god.
Tell me more.
It starts off the first two episodes where you're watching it and you're like, oh, this is a feel-good anime. It's like, kind of reminds me of Sailor Moon. Don't judge me, I watched Sailor Moon when I was little. But it reminds me of Sailor Moon and Card Captors. And then the third episode hits and shit gets real again. There's death again. Like, this is 3 episodes out of maybe 20 or something. I don't know how many episodes it has. First episode, mentor comes, hey, you want to be a magic girl? You just make a wish and you'll become one. Second episode, oh, this is how it is to fight a witch. Third episode, oh, you can't think of a wish? Well, how about we get home and you can wish for a cake and then we'll have a party. Like 5 seconds later, Mentor loses her head.
What?
Gets her head bit off by a witch. 3 episodes in. Not really a spoiler.
That is exactly a spoiler. That is 100% a spoiler.
If it's 3 episodes, it's not a spoiler. Spoilers are at the end. Yeah, dude, it's at the end.
No, you know what? I don't have to. That's not worth watching anymore.
I'm gonna make you watch it.
No, I already know. I already know that person's gonna die.
Never know. They could come back.
The mentor's not coming back.
Yeah, they could.
They do.
No, I don't think they do. I still need to watch the rest of it, but I got to like 4 or 5 and she hasn't come back yet. But she might. You never know.
That's literally the episode exactly after she died.
I said 4 or 5. See, I haven't made it that far, and I need to finish watching it though.
Yeah.
But you said that you were recently watching Samurai Champloo.
It was a while ago now, but I did finally. I was super late in watching it. You'd been talking about it for so long, and I finally decided to watch it, and it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, I loved everything about it. All the fights. The ending was pretty good. I
Pretty
don't know.
solid ending, I would say.
Who's your favorite?
Let me think. The flying squirrel.
Momo?
Yes, Momo.
Momo? Yeah.
Nah, Jin honestly is my favorite.
Mugen, are you serious?
Yeah, Jin all the way.
No way.
Jin could have taken Mugen any day of the week.
Agree to disagree.
Yep, we just will.
Although, I don't know. Because Mugen couldn't fight that last guy at all.
Yeah.
And Jin took him out, so...
Better samurai.
No, Mugen, was insane. He was a bandit.
Yep, he was.
He was a pirate. He was on a boat and everything.
And then he just voluntarily jumps off his stuff.
No, that dude knew how to live.
Yeah, he was amazing. But still,
Gotta go with Jin.
Cowboy Bebop is
Cowboy
my
Bebop.
first choice in anime.
Yeah, that's my number one, I would say.
And I saw, speaking of them all also earlier, I saw an Edward plush right after I spent my copious amounts of money that was holding an Ein, and I regret not buying it also.
Yeah, I'm surprised you were able to control yourself, honestly.
It was difficult. Very, very difficult. Okay. So, is there any other anime that you've watched?
No, I haven't really been watching anime, but you know what I have been doing? I've been playing games.
Oh crap!
And
what games have you been playing?
I've been playing this game. My friend told me about it. It is called Crypt of the Necrodancer, and it is a dungeon crawler with a heavy music theme to it. So while the music, and it's all chiptune EDM style music.
Was that what you were having me play earlier?
Yeah, that's the game you were playing right before we were doing the podcast. And so you go through and you have to move on the beat, and you can get different power-ups, and you go through and you just try to clear dungeons, get loot, so you can upgrade your person until you become the dungeon master. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
The dungeon
I don't
master?
know if that's a thing.
That would have been
probably
amazing.
not a thing.
But yeah, that game was so addicting.
Yeah, it was.
We sat
really
down
good.
to play it, and we're like, all right, I'll play one or two times just so I can get a feel of the game. It was 10 deaths later.
It was 2 weeks later, Sloan.
Yeah.
We were there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that just shows how good I am at the game. 10 deaths equal 2 weeks.
No, we never got better. We just
Nope.
kept dying.
Yeah, we just kept dying.
We didn't make any progress. Yeah.
It was bad.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing. What about you?
I started over on Pokemon X.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me you were doing some sort of variation, though.
Yep. There's apparently people out there that choose to play Pokemon games in a very hardcore manner.
Okay, sure. So, what do they do? What are the restrictions?
They play it more like the manga is, where if most of the Pokemon die when they, instead of fainting.
They die in the manga?
Yes.
They straight up they're gone?
Yes.
Isn't
eaten
the manga
and
for
stuff.
children?
Yeah, Japanese children.
It's
Different. Different thing.
That's intense. Okay, sorry. So you play, and whenever your Pokemon faint, you just release them. You're just
Yeah.
you're gone now.
Yep.
You're dead to me.
It's dead to me.
Yeah.
And then I also nickname them.
That's brutal.
So that I
you
get
build
extra
the attachment.
attached.
Yeah, that's probably good. That makes sense.
But yeah, whenever a Pokemon dies, or faints, in this game dies, you put them into the box immediately and release them. And then if your whole team faints, I'm sure there are some people that'll just
just different ways to play it. Yeah.
I'm sure there's some people that'll pull out an extra Pokemon from their box and release their team that they had. But for me, I'm just gonna delete my save if my whole team faints.
You just really hate yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
I get it.
I am a masochist, and I'm just gonna torture
You just want
myself
to make
with
sure
this
that
game.
it's not fun at all.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I got you. I understand.
I see. Even the people that EV train, they have fun with it to an extent. Probably. I eliminate fun completely out of my video games.
I feel like you would want to EV train if you're doing a hardcore mode. Like that's when it would be worth it.
That's
when you would like need it.
That's how the wimps play. I get the worst natures.
Okay, I got you. You really just hate yourself.
Hard,
Yeah,
yes.
I forgot. No, that you're right.
So, what other games have you been playing? Because I've also been playing freaking Battlefront, like, nonstop.
It's been a lot of school again, so really just Crypt of the Necrodancer. I've been playing Rocket League a little bit. The season just started up again, but I haven't played again since it started up, so...
Yeah, we're supposed to be trying to make a video
we want to do
soon.
a playthrough. Hopefully we can get a couple of my friends who are way better than me to play. Ryan does some pretty crazy stuff.
Yes, he does. And way better than you. You're better than me by, like, miles. How they're that much better.
You've seen Ryan play? I don't know. I think Ryan's better there.
Yes. I think you and Ryan...
flies.
Ryan's a little bit better than you. You can hold your own sometimes.
No, dude. We play 1-on-1 and Ryan beats me like 9-2.
Until I say, hey, I like watching you play because it makes me feel like I'm good. And then he just does super bad for the next
cursed
3
him for
games.
me. No, I appreciate that.
I forgot that was
a good call.
Yeah.
That's the only way to beat him. Just a curse.
We gotta be there for each other. I have to help you.
Oh, you know what? I did play recently. Taking Switch though off of video games and into board games. We were playing Coup and Adventure Time Munchkin Quest.
Oh my goodness, that sounds
It just reminded me
amazing.
because last time when we were playing, when we were with Ryan and we were doing Betrayal on the house at the hill. You remember that? And you were just
yes.
always setting up for the traitor.
Yeah, I was never supposed to help the trader, but I always did. I was the worst.
Yeah, no. If you ever play Betrayal with Sloan, he's gonna his mission is to help the traitor.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna betray everybody, no matter traitor or not. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm living the game by its name.
Yeah,
when I
no, that
play.
makes sense.
Like,
Betrayal, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
But what's this? What was it? Coup?
Coup. It's a game where everybody gets 2 character cards, and your character cards have powers, and basically you have to be the last one surviving. And different people do different things. So, for example, one of the characters is an assassin, and they can spend points that you get during the game. There are different ways to get points. You can get like 1 during your turn. Some powers give you points, and it's just about saving up your points and using it.
Okay.
And so the assassin, for example, uses their points and they get to assassinate somebody, and that means they get to take out one of somebody's characters. If you lose both your characters, you're gone. And so really it's a game of people because you can say you have powers, and unless somebody calls like bullshit on you, you can just get away with it. Like you don't have to prove that you can do it. So it becomes a game of like figuring out who's like bluffing. And it was so much fun. And then after that, we played Adventure Time Munchkin Quest, which was also great. And that's just the Munchkin Quest card game.
I'm gonna edit that part out. But all right, 1, 2, 3, cool. So Adventure Time Munchkin Quest, that sounds amazing. Is it? It's just Munchkin Quest with like painted over with Adventure Time characters, or is there like different rules to it?
It's pretty much the same. I would say it's like got it's Munchkin Quest with an Adventure Time skin. They have funny kind of quirks, and in that certain things like it'll be like a +10 bonus, which is really good in the game, but only if something like really random, like it's +10 if there's a sweet on the table. And so or like some of the monsters get bonuses if it's nighttime when you're playing the game. So it's got a bunch of fun like quirks like that.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, man. We're gonna have to play that together.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And I'm also really looking forward to playing your D&D campaign.
Yeah, we got a D&D campaign. It's pretty awesome. Right now it's loosely based on
what was it, Narcos?
On Narcos.
Yeah.
The Netflix show.
Which I also need to catch up on too.
I mean, as soon as you see it, you'll understand the entire plot of the D&D campaign.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a choose your own adventure though, so I'm like letting them choose like whether or not they're helping what's basically the cartel, and then what's basically the DEA and the Colombian government. And so they can either choose to take on missions where they're smuggling stuff, or where they're, they can then like inform the DEA or inform the Colombian government. The Colombian government is, trying to use them to get to the cartel. And it's been pretty fun so far. So far they've been living on the edge too. They're playing both sides right now.
I can't wait to introduce them to my secret character.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna come in and you're gonna be some former muscle for one of the cartels, for a rival cartel, and you're gonna come in and that'll be your backstory.
Yep. It's gonna have some interesting turns. We'll definitely keep you updated on how everything starts to play out.
Yeah,
once
the campaign's usually pretty entertaining. The background on this is the way that the government got into power. They had this whole campaign that was kind of like the backstory of that, but they all ended up getting killed by dinosaurs, except for one of them, and he ran away and he started the smuggling thing. So no, they like to attempt crazy stuff.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I would definitely, although to be fair, I would have probably fought dinosaurs if there was no other way.
No, there was another way. They even had a plan and everything. And like, I was like, oh, good. They figured out like what you could do. And then they just didn't do any of it. It was great.
And that's D&D. Pretty much like that's
D&D.
That's how it always goes. Walk in with a plan, walk out with maybe a few dead bodies of your teammates, and plan gone completely.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so another thing that's coming up is I'm gonna just not talk right now. I can edit this part out.
Yeah, that's fine. We can edit it out. Do you want me to just pick it up with something, or because we can do Tech Corner and then we're pretty much done?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get into and I couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So another thing I want to talk about is a project I'm working on. There's a Intel hackathon competition going on next week that I wanted to take part in with a couple of my friends, and we're going to be making a sampler, like a music sampler, that you can update different samples off the internet. So you can record samples, upload them to the internet, and then you'll be able to update your sampler by like just a press of a button.
That sounds awesome.
So like hopefully we want to be able to like get we'll have it set up so where you can like people can record their voice, and then we can have it mapped to the controller, and it'll be like a 4x4 grid of buttons, and it'll basically transpose their voice to different notes across the buttons, so people can like record their voice, and then we can like maybe process it a little bit so they can like play different songs or different notes with the sample of their voice.
Dude, that sounds really cool. Like,
Yeah, it's a fun idea. We've had a couple of meetings talking about it, and yeah, I think it looks like hopefully we get it made and working. You know, we've got it's a 2-day hackathon. I think day one is like a lot of administrative stuff, and the day two is more of the like actually building it.
Oh, cool. See, every time I hear hackathon come out of your mouth, I just think of the movie Hackers when they have that hacking competition.
No, that's probably it's probably a make-a-thon is a better word. I don't know that they use sometimes. But yeah, no, it's not like a hackathon with it's not like a bunch of computers. It's basically a bunch of people using microcontrollers to build a theme. It's the Internet of Things, so like connecting to different devices.
Well, maybe we can keep like an ongoing journal or something of the progress through like pictures and stuff.
Oh yeah, that could be a cool thing that we upload to the blog. Yeah, for sure.
So we'll try and keep your eyes out for that. We'll try and make sure that we get those up. So finally, upcoming stuff that we're gonna have. We're gonna try and start getting more video game videos out. It probably won't be till school starts slowing down some or the summer, but this is definitely going to be a more regular deal, us just sitting around talking. And if Matt's busy with school, then I'll bring in other guests, and we're just going to keep you updated on everything nerdy that we enjoy and that powers our life.
Yeah, just whatever we're into, whatever's going on.
So yeah, keep an eye out on us and hope to see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for listening.